And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello again from the view from here. This lighting is no good. Let me turn that on. What the heck is that? What are you playing? Oh, it's the game I gave you. Let's try that.
Yeah, that's from the game that you gave me for Christmas.
Yep. Okay, cool. Right.
Just so you know, we have one more happy thought.
You found the happy thought? Oh, that's right. I forgot. Where the hell did I put my stupid dad jokes now? Oh, I got them inside. I'll get them.
In your head.
A happy thought?
Yes.
All right. Longtime viewers and listeners will know about the happy thoughts that Mike had. We thought we were all done with that shit, but apparently one has come back to haunt us.
Yeah. Here's the happy thought. They're all gone.
Oh, no. All right, wait. Not to be outdone, I have to go get the dad jokes. What the hell are they? Oh, shit. What the heck happened to my dad?
I keep telling you, give up on that shit, man.
What?
Give up on trying to set up for this thing. You just don't do it. You just don't do it.
Don't do what? The dad jokes?
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to do it because I can't find the box.
No, that's why. That's because you stay away from things that are written.
All right. Well, no dad jokes tonight, folks. Anyway.
Mamma Mia, Twilight, The Parent Trap, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
What about it?
Those are all movies.
And?
They're on this piece of paper, which I actually have. I have a piece of paper. You got no paper. You got no paper, baby.
I got more fucking paper than you can shake a fist at.
I can shake a fist at a lot of paper. I used to work at...
I even got notebooks, man. I got notebooks.
I worked at a place I think is called JG Tilp or something like that.
JG what?
Tilp. It doesn't matter. I was like 20-something years old. Anyway, I was moving pallets of paper. Because they're a printing company. They made all this stuff. So, we're talking about paper. Don't you see the relevance?
No, I see how you connected it, yes. Whether or not it's relevant is a different story.
Feel free to stay in one place while we're doing this. Just give that a try. Put that on and see how that fits.
All right. Well, it's been a while since we've done a podcast here. It's been a whole week, I think, or more than a week.
Yeah, it's been a week, more than a week.
Mike's been inducted into the Retard Hall of Fame. Oh, by the way, do you know that
why sponsored me?
You know, even people with Down syndrome now have their own activist group. You may have seen them. They call themselves Antifa.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of associated to that video I sent you today. Why MAGA are stupid.
I didn't see that one.
Are you shitting me? You didn't see that one?
No. You sent two others about. Oh wait, no. Why MAGA are stupid? Because what? Because we believe no.
Low IQ, and Trump has an IQ of 76, according
to some idiot who has no idea what he's talking about, or a propagandist piece of shit.
He speaks quite well, and he looks like Steve Bannon.
Oh, that cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw part of it. Then I said, "This is bullshit."
Yes,
this is leftist propaganda. You know, fuck them. Fuck whoever it was that did it. You know, fuck you. I hope you fall on a fucking. I hope you jump on a bicycle and the seat's off.
It was so ludicrous. I was amazed that somebody even bothered to make it.
Oh, these people are unstoppable. They're scumbags. Yeah.
Well, maybe if they actually put their time and effort into something productive, we actually get something done. So what do you think about the governor of PA? What do you think the odds of him having been involved in the assassination?
Well, I'm going. I listened to Dan Bongino. He said I'm invoking the Bongino rule, which is wait a day or so before for verification before you go
I'm not
spouting this thing.
yay or nay. I'm saying, what do you think?
I
I mean,
wouldn't be surprised if it were true. I don't know if it's true, but I wouldn't be surprised if it were.
exactly. And the thing is that it kind of makes sense to me because, if you're going to do something dirty in Pennsylvania, you should get the governor involved in it.
Well, yeah, especially if you're the president, and you fly over to talk to him before it. You're
No,
the acting president.
Biden did not fly over to talk to Shapiro. He flew over to talk to Shapiro a number of times. It's multiple times.
All right. Oh, for people who don't know what we're talking about, there was a rumor today that supposedly a state trooper whistleblower in Pennsylvania claims that Shapiro was involved in the assassination attempt in Butler.
His claim. He actually, it's a legal document. He accused these people of doing it.
We're told there's a legal document.
No, I saw it.
You saw it.
And
just like you saw that cartoon of Bannon putting the MAGA people down.
No, it was a photograph of the document.
Documents can be forged.
Well, everything can be forged, but until it's disproved, it is far more evidential than just talking.
Well, like I say, I will wait for evidence. But if it is true, doesn't surprise me one bit.
Well, supposedly, if it is true, then the state police were also in on it. The head of the state police.
Yeah, well, there should be mass jailings throughout Pennsylvania then.
Also explains another thing. Supposedly, according to this this complaint, it's a legal complaint that Shapiro did that. And Shapiro does have, it seems, a long history of shutting people up and preventing them from being able to present complaints.
Fact.
So the thing is that this was a woman, a female.
Female trooper?
Yeah. And she's the one that does it. Her family has been threatened numerous times, and she's presented this more than once. She has gone to authorities more than once to present this. This is the, I guess now that Trump is in charge, there was less cover up. But the thing is that Shapiro was a crony of Governor Wolf, who was no fucking good.
A scumbag.
He was another Cuomo in the sense that he packed elderly places with sick people during COVID.
Just so like the asshole here in New Jersey, Murphy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, there, and I forget. Oh, man, it was all over the place to pump the numbers up. But anyway, the thing is that
kill off older people who tend to vote more conservatively.
That was the thing that Roy keeps saying. But the thing is that now you could have a lot of excuses for sending people into the wrong place, but in New York City there was no fucking excuse because there was a medical ship specifically sent there by Trump to isolate these sick people so they wouldn't infect anybody else. And guess what? There was only a handful of people that were put in there.
Yep.
So, there's that. Gabbard, Tulsi.
She was confirmed.
Yes, and so was at RFK.
Oh, they said it was still being debated.
Oh, well, the thing I read was that they both got it.
Okay, cool.
When was the last time you looked?
Kash Patel is another important one. We need him.
We definitely need him.
He's a fucking pit bull.
Bondi is putting charges against Letitia James, the mayor of Chicago, and Holcomb.
Hochul, the governor of New York, that bitch.
And
voted for.
He was the one that they tried to fake that.
Hey, Hochul, you're a cunt. I'm saying this to whoever is watching this. Hochul, you are a cunt.
He means that in a British, warm and fuzzy way, not in a bad way.
No, in the worst way possible. She may even be worse than Who's that bitch up in Michigan? The one that the FBI tried to get some dumbasses to kidnap her.
Oh, that's what I remember.
Yeah.
I think
She wants to run for president. She was on The View last week, apparently.
yeah, she small-headed us.
She's what?
She small-headed us.
Small-headed? What the hell is that?
Oh, an adjective for when you're full of shit. Small-headed us.
All right, new word we got. Oh, you know, this thing with one new thing I heard about today. I've got a list here of stuff that USAID was pumping money into, but Naomi Wolf, who's a respected author and educator and so forth, and she has recently come from the left of center. She's now on our side because of all the crap that's been going on. Anyway, she said that it's 3 days already that Miami and some other cities in Florida have had clear blue skies, which they haven't had in a long, long time. No chemtrails, no contrails, nothing. The skies are gorgeous, beautiful. Ever since USAID payments stopped going out. Well, hopefully that's the case all over the country, that these planes that are dropping chemicals on the population to kill us or at least make us stupid, hopefully that's done.
It was just released today that $2.5 million went to the person otherwise known as the daughter of the Obamas. $2.5 million.
What did she get that for besides being
therapy? Psychological therapy. Putting up with those bean bags.
Therapy. Why? Because her mother's a fucking dude?
Well, it costs a lot of money to get doctors from Kenya to come over and visit.
Oh, jeez. Okay, you know how Uganda isn't Uganda mostly Muslim?
Uganda is what you get when you buy a cheap whore.
Isn't Uganda mainly or has a big population of Muslims?
I don't know anything about Uganda.
I think so.
And I don't particularly care for the name.
Anyway, USAID gave $5.5 million for LGBT activism in Uganda. What kind of activism? What are they surrendering the LGBT people so they can throw them off roofs or into the river to infest them with crocodile?
$1,000 for a play that was pro-trans in Ireland.
Yes.
Yeah. Sure, Megura, you want to fuck me, us? Bunch of fucking jerk-offs.
$1.5 million for art for inclusion of people with disabilities. I don't think that has to be promoted. Oh, they gave millions of dollars to Egypt to promote tourism. As one guy said, you got the fucking pyramids. Okay. You don't fucking need promotion for tourism. You're the only ones with, you got pyramids that people want to see from all over the world.
See, now, if you go ahead and you spend $5 million for people that have disabilities in order to go ahead and promote art and everything, just watch My Left Foot. Did you ever see that movie?
No.
Fantastic. True story about an artist in Ireland, of all things.
Oh, in Ireland. Okay.
He only his left foot
would work.
Was mobile, and that's how he painted everything.
Right.
His entire life was to his left foot. He could move his neck and things like that, but essentially that was it. But what a freaking movie!
I heard about it. In fact, somebody said, because that was his first breakout role. What's his name? The actor.
I thought it was the something or other light of being, the unquestionable light of being.
That was him? I don't know. Well, I heard that he got famous because of My Left Foot. And
but I would think the first movie, which the one I mentioned, was his bigger break.
No, he had another big break when he played Hawkeye in Last of the Mohegans.
No. That wasn't just a big break. That was seminal. That was
Yes,
like,
but
man,
what I'm saying is, I saw several people, several critics saying this is the fucking guy who played the lead in My Left Foot. They couldn't
yes,
believe it.
yeah. Well, the thing is
I
that
forget his name now.
there's a lot of pent up aggression because of that previous movie. They had to get it out. But the thing is
He's a
that
good actor. He's a good actor. But I hated him in Five Corners. What was it? No, was it Five Corners?
Gangs of New York.
Gangs in New York.
Yeah,
What a despicable scumbag.
hate him. You loved to hate him.
Yes, no, that's true. Because he's one of those. He's like what's her name, who played Nurse Cratchit in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, where she came out to receive her Academy Award and she got booed, which is the best, best compliment she could have received, because her character was despicable, hateful, and same thing with this guy. With he played bad characters, like There Will Be Blood.
Patrick McGowan as the king in Braveheart.
Oh, he was a good villain. Now, I love that part where, so tell me, what do you think about, what do you have to say about the,
Oh, yeah, he threw that guy out the window because he screwed his son.
yeah.
Queer for your reader.
Who is this person who speaks to me as if I needed his counsel?
He was a prick.
So is my counselor. He's I'm trained in the art of, really, what experience do you have? I'm trained in the art of this, that, and the other thing. Really? Well, what are your thoughts on?
Yes, right out the freaking window.
And the guards are like, what the fuck happened here?
Yeah, oops.
And finally, the son grew some balls, pulled his dagger to go stab his father. His father, of course, smacked his shit out of him. Smacked him once and knocked him down.
Well, his son was a puff.
Yeah, a poof.
Of course, by today's standards.
Poofs were tough poofs. I remember one time years ago, back in the 80s, we went to visit. We went down to Greenwich Village, a bunch of us, and we're walking down the street, and then this gang of gays, all dressed in leather, and the chains and shit, and the caps and all, they come walking down the street. Everybody was getting out of their way. These were like those tough S&M dudes.
Or at the very least, stuff.
Yeah. What?
Or see, the thing is that when I was stationed down in Biloxi, everybody knew you stayed away from the transvestites because it's very, very dangerous. Because back then in 1973, right, there was no acceptance, so they literally got their ass kicked all the time or kicked some ass all the time. It was a rough crowd, and rule of thumb is a lot of them carried straight razors, which
motherfuckers.
Well, I knew a friend that carried a straight razor, and one day came over back into base full of blood, and we stripped him down and washed him and found out it wasn't his blood.
Oh,
yeah, that was one messed up situation.
What happened? How the hell did he get the blood on him?
He was at the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong girl.
Oh, and what's his name? You don't mess around with Jim. What the hell was the name of that song by Jim Croce?
Superman's cape, and you don't mess around with Jim.
No, Jim was the one song. The other song.
No, you don't mess.
Bad Leroy Brown. Bad Leroy Brown. That's it. Leroy Brown. He had a straight razor in his shoe. He had a .42 gun in his pocket for fun. He had a razor in his shoe.
Looked like a jigsaw puzzle with some of the pieces.
Oh, that was after Jim got through with him. And Slim got through with him because he was making a move on Slim's girlfriend.
Okay, we basically have eliminated Jim Croce from anybody's listening list because we just butchered his song. But man, there's some shit going on this week in the news with all that stuff. Oh my God!
all the countries that were supposedly benefiting from the foreign aid, quote unquote, from USAID, not one of them complained. Not one of them complained. The only ones making noise were all Democrat politicians and
Right.
possibly a few Republican cunts. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure Kitzinger might be in there. That son of a bitch. That I mean, hell, Tulsi Gabbard has more balls than Kitzinger ever will.
Well,
And she's a woman. She's a real woman.
yeah. And the thing is that the man, what's her Bondi?
Pam Bondi.
Yeah, she's an explosion. I mean, she's amazing.
I think she's better than even Matt Gaetz would have been.
You know what?
Because they didn't expect this from her, I don't think.
Well, I think that's the thing. The thing is that I don't think that she's necessarily better than Matt Gaetz would have been.
More effective.
I just think that because she's a woman, she might be a little bit more sneaky. Hate to say it, but she might get people to do things for her that other people won't do. But
well, you know what I've come to think? I've come to think that Matt Gaetz was held out there for the Democrats to scream and holler, and then he finally left because that was the whole plan, was to get Pam Bondi in there.
Well, he's running.
There was less resistance because if they resisted her too, then the public would say, "Hey, what the hell's going on? You didn't want Gaetz, he took him out. Now you're protesting against this woman."
But he's running for public office.
Good, let him.
I mean, a man like Matt Gaetz is not going to be sitting around doing nothing for long.
No.
Actually, I think I also saw him in he's doing a lot of interviews or something. I don't really know what's going on with Gaetz. I like him very much. I think he's aggressive. He's sharp, but Pam Bondi is a monster. She's really good. And
you said she's after Letitia James. I understand that I heard today that the charges against Mayor Adams of New York City have been dropped. The case has been dropped. They had a RICO case against her, which I think is federal. So that would be Bondi's territory. If it was a New York thing, then maybe the New York legal system, quote unquote, is bowing out of that because they've got other fish to fry. They want to fight President Trump's executive orders and mandates and so forth. All right, everything he's doing is constitutional, and for the benefit of the American people. Unlike what Biden did, which is a lot of stuff unconstitutional and to the detriment of American people. Yet these motherfuckers on the left are screaming bloody murder.
Wait a second. I'm channeling Biden. He wants to say something in his defense. Well, I'm saying, and this little boy rubbed his leg, and it was very slippery. And
you know,
Trump's no goddamn good because he's Hitler. Oh, he's gone. I'm sorry. I couldn't hold on to him. He fell asleep.
Hopefully after he ate his ice cream. Hopefully he didn't drop his ice cream on his pants.
He falls in the fucking ice cream. What a dickwad.
He was always a scumbag. I knew about him from the 90s when he lied when he was running for president and took on all the speeches of this British politician, claiming he worked in the mines and this and that and so on and so forth. Was the first one in his family to go to university. He graduated top in his class. Bullshit. It was all bullshit. And he was forced to admit it and drop out. And now he comes back years later and they install him as president.
Well, the thing is that he's one of the things that they talked about today about Shapiro was there was speculation. Okay, this is speculation, as most of this is. That the reason why he wasn't going to run for vice president with Can I Lie Harris is because they had a feeling that this was going to blow up at some point, and they wanted to hide it. I don't know how true that is.
I think it was because he would have been hurt as her running mate if they lost, and because they want him to run in 4 years.
That's not going to happen now. Not
I
after
hope,
this.
I hope not. He's a piece of shit.
Well-
you know what I just saw here on that list of things? Aside from the $6 million for tourism in Egypt, they gave $2.5 million to promote inclusion in Vietnam. But wait, there's more. They gave another $16.8 million for a separate inclusion group in Vietnam. So they got two inclusion groups. One got a lot more money than the other. What the hell are they including?
Something there in there that's like either like around $2 billion or I don't know, some big $2 million for prophylactics somewhere. So,
oh yeah, they made a mistake. They said at first it was 50 million actually, I think. Let me see. Where the hell is that? It was millions that they gave for condoms. At first they reported that the condoms were going to Gaza. But then they corrected it. Those condoms went to, I think it was Uganda also.
well,
they went to an African nation instead.
They get more money because their dicks were bigger.
Oh, Politico, which claims to be a news agency and claims to be independent and is always attacking Trump and always spreading propaganda from the left. Well, last week, after USAID stopped, suddenly, for the first time in their history, they couldn't make payroll. Wow. I wonder why.
Well, times have been tough, because Trump is destroying with the meat cleaver everything. That's what, was it Schiff? No, it wasn't Schiff. It was the other asshole, Schumer. Schumer said that he's all for making the government more efficient because there's always waste in government. Always. There's always waste in government. So, but the thing is, what Trump is doing is taking a meat cleaver to it. And so basically, there was a video.
Yeah, he wanted little cuts.
There was a video online, and I'm going to ruin this for everybody. There's a video online where this guy and his daughter, and sitting in the background, he's talking, complaining about all the cuts and stuff that have been done, and because of Trump and Musk, the research that he was involved, that was supported by USAID, was canceled, and now we will not be able to complete the research to determine whether or not the wheels in the bus actually do go round and round. And he was convincing all the way to that point, and then he sat down and said, "What the fuck?"
I wonder if Kamala had a hand in funding that.
Well, Kamala Harris has two things that are in common. The mayor of San Francisco and the run for president is she both blew them.
She blew them both.
Whatever way you want to say it, brother. It's not like you have the right to correct me. I'm the better joke teller. Everybody knows that.
Okay, the USAID is supposed to be for foreign aid. It was instituted by John Kennedy. It's been bastardized ever since, right? But it's not supposed to do anything here in the United States. However, it did pay $6 million to transform digital spaces to reflect feminist democratic principles.
Oh, God.
Feminist Democrats have no principles. Okay? They have no principles.
They went to school. They had a principle.
Unprincipled cunts. I'm sorry. All right. Here we go. $10 million worth of USAID funded meals went to an Al Qaeda linked terrorist group. They had to feed the terrorists.
Let's say that the odds of determining that finding an improper use of funds in USAID is the same odds that if you were in the center of the Democratic convention, and you threw a basketball, you're going to hit an asshole.
There was this is true, and I'll tell you why it's true. $5 million to EcoHealth Alliance, one of the key NGOs funding bat virus research at the Wuhan lab. You know how I know that it's true? Today, China announced that no, it received no funding for Wuhan or anywhere else for gain of function research. You lying motherfuckers! You just proved that you did. Okay.
Well,
I think this episode is going to be another X-rated one.
That's fine with me. Here's some dick.
Oh, here. Another one that they spent in the country. $1.2 million to help the African Methodist Episcopal Church Service and Development Agency in Washington, D.C. build a, quote, state-of-the-art 440-seat auditorium.
What? Okay.
For what? Why are we spending that money here? Why are we giving it back to the taxpayers?
To make some money, and then it kicks back. Here's the thing. There is a oh man, you made me forget. You fucking made me forget. There was a tasty morsel that I had, but there's a lot of terrible stuff going on, and wow, man, I can't believe I forgot that. So anyway, if you got more to talk about that. I can't believe it. That was a good one too. I was.
Oh, just 10 days before the Hamas October 7th attacks, USAID gave $500,000 to solve sectarian violence in Israel.
Yeah.
I guess that didn't work.
Well, the thing is, they have a long history of sending money to the Gaza area and
oh my God,
disappearing.
Guess where $6.3 million went? For men who have sex with men in South Africa. What, is that to help them get hotel rooms? Or to get medical treatment afterwards for the monkeypox?
Right.
Jesus.
Right. You know, I mean, that the list is incredible. Oh, this is what I was trying to remember.
LGBT shit all over the country, the world. Go ahead.
Treasury Department. I was exposed by Elon Musk. The Treasury Department had a standing order to all of its agents. Now, this is not bullshit. This was reported and not refuted. A standing order to all Treasury agents that any monies that were requested were not to be denied under any circumstance.
Yes.
All requests, all 100% of the requests. Well, we live in a golden age where every single request for money is worthy.
Yeah, because they can print as much as they want. And if they can print as much as they want, why are they taxing us?
Here's another thing.
Our fucking money.
Here's another thing that was reported, that the news agencies, I forget which the number of news agencies have actually admitted that they weren't quite upfront about the state of our economy. That they kind of like, yeah.
Pardon me.
I forget the term they use. Yay! Hey, let's do the mouse, yeah. You can do it in the house, yeah.
What's up?
On the ceiling, on the wall.
Yo, you want to go tonight? No,
The
what
mouse.
time? Half hour?
So what? And I got now. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, I'll see you then.
All right, see ya.
Okay, do that first.
Yeah, do that first.
Okay, so let's do that finish.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
What were you talking about? What were you babbling about while I was on the phone?
I was thinking about.
He wants to go to the gym now at night in about a half hour.
Yeah, I did that this morning. Man, oh man. Um, here's
Oh, oh,
on a personal note. I've been taking collagen for the past month.
yeah, I've been taking it for a while.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I was taking it because I watched this podcast and this guy, I think he's the guy that owns Primal Kitchen, which is a major health food company.
Okay.
They focus on a lot of paleo stuff.
Right.
He's saying that um, collagen has been unappreciated. It's considered the beauty uh, a beauty substance that you take in order to tighten your skin
Right.
and your appearance a little bit. But he said it's more than that. It actually repairs and maintains the outer shell of all of your internals. So, like and it also is tied to your bones, so it strengthens your
Ligaments too.
right. So the thing is, it is a general tonic that improves and after improves your health. And after the age of 40, the average person stops producing this. So I said, well, so I started taking it, and
Right.
the first results that I noticed was I was no longer hungry. When I went to eat something, like let's say if I
Yeah.
ate 2 tacos, right?
Right.
Normally, I'm now eating one and I'm satisfied, and I don't even want the other one.
Yeah. No, after I started taking collagen, my appetite was drastically reduced too.
Did not know that, but did you know this? If you take collagen and look at it and say, "Oh, this is a protein," so I don't have to take in as much protein, your body will now start creating fat to make up for the fat that you're not intaking protein, because this is not the kind of protein that turns into muscle and all that other stuff. So it's a different. It reacts with the body differently. So the thing is, I didn't know this when I started taking it, and I started noticing that I normally my weight was somewhere around 220.
Okay.
It goes a little higher, a little bit lower. All of a sudden, I just felt because I had been eating a little bit less. To make a long story short, over a 3 or 4 week period, I've lost 10 pounds,
Good.
and I don't mean to stop. And the funny thing is, it's not that I'm not eating; it's just that when I eat,
You're satisfied.
what little I eat is just so much more meaningful. I don't know how to explain
Yeah.
it, but anyway,
If you want to get the fat in your diet, by the way, make sure you get the fat from things like butter, olive oil, avocado oil.
I don't have a problem with fat, because I eat beef, and I eat turkey, and I eat chicken, and so I eat that stuff, and I have and also when I eat like the sandwich, some of the sandwiches and stuff, I put Swiss cheese on it, so that gives me some
You're
fat.
getting your fat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but anyway,
Very.
it's got. I'm losing about 2 pounds a week, and I'm not trying to diet. I'm just
Right. It's just happening.
now. Another thing, I as soon as I saw this experience,
Go ahead. Keep talking. I can hear you.
once I reached 115, which was I hadn't been in about 2 years. I started looking into it and found out that collagen also improves your bio environment in your gut.
Are you in town? Are you in town or are you in
So
field?
you're actually becoming more efficient in regards to your chest
Well,
health.
next time you come up, I got something.
Uh,
I'm into the
That's
town.
fantastic. So I'm very happy with it. Now, the stuff that I'm using is from a company called Primal
Oh, okay, good.
Primal Kitchen,
Oh,
and
get home safe.
strong cup of coffee. You could just put it in your coffee and drink it. But I add it to some high protein cereal that I eat in the morning. and with some blueberries, and I'm getting along just fine with that.
Okay. Yeah, no, the collagen does help. It's helped me keep my weight around 190. Sometimes I go down to 187, sometimes up to 193, 194, and so forth. But I've been around 190 now for a while. I started taking collagen a while back, and I was taking a bone broth protein collagen. Oh, make sure with the collagen you take is hydrolyzed. That's the one that your body optimally can optimally use. Okay, hydrolyzed collagen.
Okay,
They have collagen from bovine is the best. Okay,
that's what I have.
that's cows and bulls, and then you can get it from fish and from pork. But the best one, and you can get some that have combinations of all. But the best one is definitely the beef collagen.
Yeah, do yourself a favor. Do not get a flavored collagen. Keep it plain because really you don't want to toy with that because the fake flavors suck.
Yeah, well, I get the bone broth one. They have an unflavored, they have a vanilla, and they have a chocolate. But it's real vanilla and real chocolate. It's not like artificial flavorings. But yeah, generally I try and stay away. There is one thing I take, which is one collagen that I take sometimes in the morning for with my vitamins and stuff. It's got flavoring, but the flavoring has sugar in it. That's the bad thing. I shouldn't have that. But I mix in the glutamine. I mix in the creatine and the BCAAs.
Okay.
I usually have that actually when I come back from the gym, and I mix that in because they're unflavored. But it's like it's like kind of drinking water with flour. So the other thing gives it a tropical what is it? Pineapple flavor that I like. So that helps me bring it down. Actually, now I got the tropical flavor, which is more strawberry and stuff.
This vegetable concoction, and I put it in there, and I didn't realize how much I was going to dislike the vanilla flavor. So I forced it down. And another interesting thing that happened with the collagen that I've noticed is my sense of taste has become more acute.
Okay.
And the thing is that I was I was eating these Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches. I would throw away the pork because that's not good for you. But I was eating it, and I was kind of okay with it. I wasn't that great. But once I started taking the collagen, I just couldn't stomach it. I just didn't like it at all. It just tasted wrong.
Yeah, there are some things now that I tasted. I used to like a lot before, but now it's like.
So I think now it's not a radical shift in your taste buds, but it's like your body's going, no, not that at all.
Yeah, you just don't enjoy it like you used to.
But I have to admit, though, when I do eat something wholesome, I really freaking enjoy it. I mean, even more so than in the past, because it's like my appetite is either off or on. It's not like, well, I think I'm going to get hungry in a little while. Maybe I should snack and stop getting hungry. That would be nice.
Oh, I've stopped eating on a schedule. I don't like because it's lunchtime, it's breakfast time. You eat whenever you feel like eating. Okay, right. You don't eat big meals. If you're going to eat bigger meals, you do them earlier in the day. 1, 2, right. If you eat 4, 5, 6 times a day, it's like having a furnace where you're constantly shoveling coal into it, and it's constantly burning. It doesn't go out almost, and then you have to start it up again. No, it's constantly burning calories.
Here's something that I did today for the second time, and it worked very nicely. I used to have 2 plain burgers, no nothing except for a slice of Swiss on it with a little bit of ketchup and a salad. So now what I did was, instead of having the 2 burgers for supper, I now have one of those burgers for lunch on an organic bagel. And that right there, I don't know, that's working. And I'm kind of I guess I'm eating the same amount of food. I don't know, but it just feels
But
better.
you're spreading it out more. You're not filling your stomach. That's another way of losing weight is if you eat until you're full, your stomach slowly expands, and you need more and more food to fill it every
Right,
time.
right.
However, if you walk away a little hungry, knowing I could eat some more, and you don't, your stomach actually shrinks over time. So you need less food to begin with.
I heard this one doctor saying that you really should have your main meal at lunchtime.
I've heard
That's you're
breakfast.
supposed to. No, not breakfast. You're still in the state of detoxing.
Hmm. I know the Russians years ago, the Soviets used to feed their athletes big meals in the morning, steak
Right.
and
They're all fat. They're all fat. Big fat Russians.
no. You're talking about the weightlifters, maybe, but not
Yeah.
the boxers and wrestlers and stuff. Speaking of organic means that the food is not fucked with, correct? No pesticides, right?
The real definition, it's made out of biomaterial. That's all.
Okay, so it's natural, right? Why do we have to pay a premium for natural foods? Why do we pay more for supposedly organic foods than we do for food that
I
has
have the answer.
antibiotics and hormones and pesticides and all kinds of other shit put into it?
I have the answer because it's more expensive to raise the food healthfully than to mass produce it with chemicals and stuff.
Possible, but
Here,
or it's just a ripoff.
RFK.
By the way, Valentina said she went to the supermarket in New York today, and whereas they used to have like one thing of eggs, today they have like 3 shelves of eggs.
Wow.
But the price, they were not organic, they were not free range, they were not, what is the other one? Cage free, none of that. It was just regular eggs. $13 a dozen.
Pasture raised.
No, not pasture raised, just regular eggs.
First of all,
$13 a pound. That's more than $1 an egg.
she lives in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah. New York is going to be more expensive. And you know what? The guy told her the reason was because of the bird flu. They're killing a lot of chickens.
Well, it's also
The government is killing chickens. The fucking USDA, man.
well, if it costs you $25 in order to cross the freaking bridge, but the thing is that
I think it's 30 now. I don't know. Because you pay both ways instead of one. At the Verrazano, used to get hit with a big toll going one way, and if you went through New York a long way, you wouldn't pay coming back. However, now you pay both ways, so they hit you with $15 each way or 14, whatever it is.
well, the thing is that if you cut out all the graft due to DOGE, or they won't need as much money because they won't have to pay off all the politicians as much.
The fucking politics. Oh, they want to look into. Was it Doge or was it Pam Bondi who wants to look into how politicians that are making $150,000, $170,000 a year are worth
Right.
25, 35, $100 million.
I forget who they asked. They said, how is it that you made $1.5 million last year when you're on a $200,000 salary? I forget which guy it was, like either Schiff or it was Schumer or one of those cronies.
Schumer was worth $400 million years ago.
Really?
And that's what he had in his campaign chest, and nobody ever ran against him. So he kept the money up for a year. And when he retires, that money goes with him.
Well, you know what?
He's got to be a billionaire, close to it.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is that he gets so many perks. It's like sometimes the perks are better than the money.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing about senators, I hate when they put that. I forget what amendment it was. I think it was the 18th, where they said no, it wasn't the 18th. Anyway, they said senators would be elected rather than appointed by the states. Because before, under the Constitution as it was originally written, the states picked out the 2 senators, and they represented that state, and they fought for that state's rights and in Washington.
They're supposed to do that.
And then once they got elected, now it's a popular vote. Plus, they have to go out and they're running all over the country making speeches. Schumer's out in California more than he's over here, raising money for his campaign, which he doesn't need because he's got hundreds of millions to campaign with, and he's got nobody running against him. And he still goes out and does these $10,000, $100,000 plate dinners. Okay, gets all that money. He's selling out to the highest bidder or any bidder. Okay, so him and all these other cucks in Congress, in the Senate, they do not give a shit about their home state. That was the purpose of having a senator, was having 2 senators, to have people who would look out for the interests of the people of that state. That's gone.
There was a saying in the Roman Empire: if you're a tax collector and if you're not wealthy at the end of the year, then you're a fool.
Yeah.
So, corruption, and then then there's
that's why tax collectors were despised.
The other thing is that they always will be. But anyway, the thing is that in Mexico and in Colombia and stuff, when you cross the border, you got to pay people off, and it's called the little bite. Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of corruption in these things, but and they're constantly talking shit about Elon Musk, and they knocked one of his people out because of something he said when he was a teenager.
Oh yeah, he called himself Big Balls.
That's right.
That was his name on that social media account, Big Balls. But Musk has looked into it after a lot of people complained on X. So like 80% of the people on X, or 70-something% people on X wanted him hired back. Don't why is he getting canceled for it? So Huss said, I'll look into it. And now he's hired the kid back.
Beautiful.
Everybody, when you're 18, 19, 15, you say shit that later on you say, I shouldn't have said that. Well, but you'll say and do shit that you wouldn't do today.
You say and do shit that you're not supposed to say then because you think it's cool to say and do shit that you're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
Because everybody's telling you, fuck you, I'm doing it.
Yeah, and these fucking leftists, these Democrats, they're saying, oh, no, he can't. You can't let young 20-year-olds go into the Department of Education or the Department of Treasury and look at all these records.
Right.
Fuck you. They should be looking at the records because they are the nerds who are going to find the trails that we need to find that lead back to all these fucking senators and news outlets.
Aren't those public records? Don't they belong to the public?
Yeah, but they're saying, no, they can't be allowed to do. And now you got these fucking judges who are blocking that shit. They are going to get swept under. You know what it is? You know what somebody said? It's giving them time to shred.
Yes, that's what I told you.
You're the one who said it.
Well, here's the thing. Trump said before he even entered office, he's only going to have 100 days
to do the stuff before they start fighting him. Yeah.
No. In other words, he's got 100 days to get the ball rolling. Otherwise, it doesn't roll.
Yeah.
Because they've been fighting him from the very fucking beginning, as always. They were some asshole, I forget what his name was, but I think he's a guy from Texas, that guy that looks like a fucking ruptured gorilla. He wanted to do an impeachment on Trump, and he had all these trumped up charges, and that was shot down. It's like
some idiot on the left on one of the news channels was calling for Musk to be impeached. He doesn't work for the fucking government. I mean, he's in a position he's not even getting really paid for it, maybe $1. You can't impeach him because he's not the president.
No, he's and the thing is that DOGE is brand new. He was assigned because, the thing is there was nobody to knock out. And the thing is that he's doing a good fucking job. He's exposing all kinds of shit. And the only reason why the Democrats, at least the corrupt ones, are so upset is because he's killing the golden calf. This has been a cash cow that they've been milking for years, and now all of a sudden the pot's going to go dry. And here's the other thing. This is what really bothers them. Not that they're just losing the money, but the fact that they're going to be pursued legally. And some of these people are definitely going to go to jail.
Oh, I hope so. I hope there should be RICO cases left and right.
It's kind of like if you had 1,000 SS officers in a prison, and you were told you have to shoot 25 of them. It'd be hard to pick which one you should shoot because they're all worthy of a fucking bullet.
Well, you look for the worst ones that you know, and if not, you just go with whatever randomly.
I know how to solve that problem. And this is right along with. Well,
you tell them, hey, pick 25 guys and send them to me.
Now, here's what you do.
You guys pick them.
You walk amongst them, and the guys who have the shiniest shoes, those are the guys you kill. Because they're maintained.
They were at the top, yeah.
That's like, what was it, King David? He needed to pick guys, and when he told them to get water from the river, and the ones that cupped their hands tight enough that they wouldn't lose any water, those are the guys he picked. Because they weren't wasteful.
Oh, okay.
And there's, you try to do that. You try to get your hands so freaking tight that no water can spill out. These must have been gorillas.
Anyway.
Man, oh man, Trump is
going through there like a bull in a china shop, which is what we wanted, and he's doing what we wanted to do.
Yeah, he's.
And the thing is, they are resisting as much as they can, but the public, most of the public, sees through them right now, and it's like, why are you objecting to reducing the amount of my tax dollars to get wasted? You're saying it's waste too. You're admitting it's waste.
Yeah. Well, here's an interesting thing. A couple of days ago, I was watching an interview with Donald Trump, and I forget who was doing the interview, but he was asked, how did that bullet hit on his ear affect his relationship with God? And he said, I always believed in God, but now I believe in him even more.
There you go.
Yeah, because
some people say, why would, some people say, God has given us President Trump this and that. And you know what? If you look at it biblically, some people will say, some people will say, his enemies will say, he's too flawed to be the savior of the country this and that. No, God always picked flawed men.
No,
I mean, Moses, after he was out of Egypt and he was married and everything, he didn't want to fucking go back and fight with Pharaoh to get the Jews out.
It was true. If God always picked flawed men, I suggest you pack your fucking bags because you're next.
Yeah.
Boss, I'll be carrying your bags for you.
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking flawed too. Yes.
Yeah.
But
the thing is,
that's not mine.
the biggest complaint that the reporters have is they can't follow Trump fast enough. That he's
also
faster than they can report it.
Also, look what else he did. They expanded the pool of people who are in the White House press corps, people who get passes. Now, a lot of podcasters have press passes.
Oh, here's another interesting.
The real media, really. Now,
there was I may have gotten this wrong, but because there's so much information passing by, you only hear it once or twice and it's gone. You know what I mean? It's just that much data. Maxine Waters,
that fucking cunt, that bitch. No, I can't call her cunt. She's too ugly to be a cunt.
Man, you know what she looks like? She looks like a pug dog that got kicked in the face. But anyway,
not kicked in the face.
A pug dog. But anyway, the thing.
Oh.
but supposedly there have been charges made against her because she does make speeches that
She is such an asshole.
but she makes speeches to incite people
Yeah,
and cause
she
violence.
incites hatred all the time. Hey, speaking of hatred and people who look like shit.
In the mirror, if I had to look in the mirror, I have the what the fuck is oh very good.
Says there's no need to raid Area 51. One already escaped.
Yeah, but like I was gonna say, if I was Jesse, if I was what is her name, Maxine Waters.
Oh,
If I was Maxine
you
Waters,
were Maxine Waters, you and I would be talking.
if I was Maxine Waters, all right, and I had to look at that fucking face in the mirror every morning, I'd be a stone cold bitch too.
She's the one that was probably the inspiration for that old joke. If I had a dog that looked like you, I'd shave his ass and make him walk backwards.
Yeah. All I know is that somebody should start a pinata business and make the pinata look like her face.
Ah,
I'm doing bitches.
jeez, she's not only ugly on the outside, she's ugly on the inside too. She's a hate-filled race baiter. She's a bitch. She's corrupt as hell. She doesn't even live in the district that keeps reelecting her. She lives in a very wealthy neighborhood somewhere else. And I don't even know if she fucking visits her constituents.
There is no amount of duct tape that could make her look good.
Yes, she has a face even a mother would find hard to love.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me? You grab her head and shove her into a pile of flour and screw between the wrinkles.
And what?
Screw between the wrinkles. That's the fat girl joke. What are you fucking fat girl? You roll her.
No, that's where how do you fuck a fat girl? You roll her in flour and then look for the wet spot.
You know what? I think we should get terrorists to kidnap her and that pencil neck ambulance chaser. What the hell's his name? No. The black cat. The Tawana Brawley lawyer.
Sharpton.
Get the two of them, kidnap them, bring them to Albania, and make them do an X-rated movie. And I guarantee you, it would sell.
No, I think porn would go the way of the dodo. You know what? If you took Sharpton and Waters and told them freeze in position, they would look like mannequins in a horror museum.
I think they're twins that were separated at birth. Yo, bitches. Man,
he's really
disgusting. I couldn't stand him from the beginning.
And the way he talked,
it just looks like he has no neck. He has no neck.
He has nothing. He has nothing. Too bad he lost all that weight. He did it to, I guess, for his health, but it's too bad because he's still around.
The reason why he lost all that weight is because he was told he was full of shit.
Yeah, he took an enema, and that's what the result now.
Yeah, that a baseball cap and a pair of boots. That's all that was left.
He is really. I can't stand him. I couldn't stand him ever since the Tawana Brawley case, and then when it came up, they didn't even go after him after it was proven he had lied about the whole thing. Okay. Yeah. And,
well, I'm kind of burning out here.
Yeah, I got to get going anyway. I'll work on this later, maybe. Tomorrow morning I got an appointment, and then I got a physical therapy in the afternoon. But right now I'm going to get dressed and go get my grandson. Run over to the gym. Oh, by the way, my grandson, he made the National Honor Society today.
Oh,
he was inducted.
Congratulations!
Which is cool.
That's no small task.
No, it's not. All right, man. Yeah, the closest I came to that was saying What's the honor society? What?
See, give him a pat on the back for me.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm shutting this down. I got to go to sleep. I'm
All
shot.
right. Good night. Good night, folks. We'll see you next time.